Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Alright viewers, while we were on the Citadel this past couple of episodes, well, we ended up having to help Dr. Michelle out of a situation of something a mistake in her past that came up in a very vindictive sort of way, and we gave her our word that we would make sure it didn't happen again. And as a result of that, I was originally planning to go to Ferris after the Citadel, but because we gave her our word, we need to see this through to the end. So, yeah, we need to go after the missing Marines that we eventually spoke to Admiral Kahoku about, who were ultimately in charge of tracking down or investigating the situation with Armistice Baines, whom also happens to be the person that Dr. Michelle used to work for. So, yeah, we're kind of bound by our promise here, bound by our word. So we need to go check this out and see if we can locate them or see what became of them. So, alright, so it says, Admiral Kahoku has asked you to find a missing recon team in the Sparta system. All contact with the team was lost shortly after they were sent to investigate suspicious activity in the area. So we gotta go to the Sparta system and the Artemis Tau cluster. So let's head on over there and see.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. I don't blame you for walking out on her.
She wasn't gonna let the facts get in the way of the story she wanted to write.
Agreed. Most people would be tempted to punch her, but you did the right thing. You walked away. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Dirty journalism. Simple as that. But anyways, that out of the way, let's go do something that matters. So we're gonna head to the Artemis Tau cluster and into Sparta.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
How many casualties so far?
17 Marines were killed in the simulation exercises before we realized what had happened. That's when we contacted you. VI support is critical to our military success. They process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. But as advanced as this thing is at military strategy, it's still just a VI. It's not self-aware, and it's completely disengaged from any networks. That's where you come in. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Man, things are just going crazy all over the place. Alright, so we're in Sparta here, so we need to find out where these missing Marines could possibly be. Nothing there. Maybe the asteroid belt. There it says, while scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. Whoa, cool. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk. Well, it sounds like that might have been one of the things that the team investigated. What here? Tree memory. Nothing there. What about you? Edalus.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
That sounds like it might be what we're looking for. Edelus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Edelus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive dust-choked wind. Edelus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant on Telmaka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Unfortunately, we need to go down there. Alright, Ashley and Caden, let's go. Whoa, they weren't kidding when they were saying high frequency of impact meteors. Alright, we need to find out where this thing is. Distress signal. Let's head over there and see what we find. The fact that there's still a distress signal is good news. What's that? Oh no, that does not look good. Alright, let's go see. Oh no. Whoa, hello! Ah, got me. Whoa, is this thing ever in bad shape? We'll repair the damage and assess the damage. Oh no. Not a complete repair, but good enough. No.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Crap.
These are Admiral Kahoku's men. We need to tell him what happened here.
Indeed we do. And so we are still stuck at our word, but still do whatever we can. Anyways, there's still more stuff here to scout out, so let's go check out and see what else we can find. Is there any way to turn that thing off? Almost drove over the guy. Doesn't look like it. Darn it. Alright. Let's go find this other stuff. Alright, what do we got here? Oh. Let's go this way. Alright, so... Are we here? Oh. Wow, that's a small signal. What do we got? Captain Milan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. all by his Losny too. Anyways. Alright. Debris. Let's go check it out. Just over that crest there. crashed probe. Alright, what do we got here? Whoa, we got a big one here. Can I make it? Darn it. I might actually have to use Omni Gel. Hey, praise the Lord. Alright. Wow, that's some nice stuff. Whoa. Anyways. Alright, the next spot, I believe, is right down here. Somewhere in there. I suppose I should mention this now, since it is another resource I've come across. In the video description, I'll have a link posted to a website, but I think I actually used this specific website for my Doom 3 LP on my Cirque 1983 channel. I had no idea it actually had detailed maps of Mass Effect on there. It's actually got the in-game maps, like for instance Daedalus here. It actually uses this image and it shows all of the waypoints kind of thing. So I'll post that link in the video description. So yeah. Got some ore here. Yeah, the site has many different resources on it, but anyways. Some lithium. Alright. The next one I believe is somewhere down here. Let's go down here. So we got some more ore up here. Oh, there's a big one. Palladium. There we go. And I believe there's only one more to go, and it is somewhere around here. Alright. This one, kind of like the, I think it was the first assignment we did after leaving the Citadel the first time. It was either the first or second one we did. And that dark, really wintry planet where the, yeah, I think it was the hostile takeover mission. So yeah, I think it was the first one we did. Yeah, where the complex is right on top of that cliff that there's only one really easy way to get up there. This is kind of like that. This one particular signature we're going after here. So I need to, which one is it? It's this one, yeah, it's this one. Let's turn it around here. Probably the easiest way to get up is this way. It is much easier to get up here than it is for the hostile takeover one there, but still it takes a little bit of searching to find an easy way up. So, alright, got some polonium. And I completely failed that, but anyways. Alright. I believe that's it. Let's head back to the Normandy. Still gotta search the rest of the system for materials, and then we definitely need to head back to the Citadel quickly to let Admiral Kahoku know about his men. Antomaka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, past the orbit of Altaia and Elis, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Antomaka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Ooh. And get some hydrogen out of that. Pretty deadly conditions for such a beautiful-looking planet. Anything in this asteroid belt? so far. What do we got here? Alsages. Small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Ilium Ranpura was caught with his frigate Tunaran grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpura refused to surrender. The Tunaran was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Wow, it's kind of cool. And we got some plutonium. Alright. Let's check the rest of the asteroid belt. And hey, there wasn't anything in that one. Alright, well. In any case, we need to make another quick trip back to the Citadel. A bit sooner than one would expect, but if memory serves, Admiral Kahoku's been waiting for this, or looking to get this information for quite some time, so let's, I want to say put him at ease, but I don't know how this information could leave him at ease, but at least it'll allow him to move on with what needs to be done. Possibly investigate what happened to them. Or why the system was basically cut off, kind of thing. Quarantined, so to speak. Anyways. Let's go.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
How you holding up, Lieutenant?
Not too bad. No headaches worth mentioning lately. Maybe I'm getting used to the strain.
Maybe you've just got a good stress release. I know that knocking the geth on their synthetic asses gets rid of my headaches.
Oh, Ashley. Way to lighten the mood, way to lighten the mood. Alright, up to the Citadel Tower. Still here? Yeah, he's still waiting. Alright.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander, any word on my missing men?
They were killed by a Thresher Maw.
A Thresher Maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
I hope you find what you're after, Admiral.
I will, Shepard. I'll let you know when I find anything out.
And may the families of those men and women find peace. Man, alright. Alright, back to the Normandy. But it sounds like we aren't completely done with him yet, so...
Am I imagining things, LT, or are your abilities getting stronger?
I've always held back a little when I use my powers on living targets. Fear of hurting someone, I guess. But after what I saw on Eden Prime, I'm not holding back anymore. Not against a Geth, not against anyone.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some less than pleasant stuff since then as well. Yeah, I guess we'll have to keep our ears out for any information Admiral Kahoku sends our way. But, yeah. In any case, with that taken care of, as much
Stand by, shore party.
as the situation with the rogue VIs,
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
the inhabitants of Pharos were attacked by Saren and the Geth, and I think they have waited far too long for some sort of response, so we're going to be heading over there. Rogue VIs will have to wait. And locker's still empty. Alright, with that said and done, we are officially ready to head over to Pharos. Off screen, I will get my inventory reorganized. Probably won't be much, just because we only had the one mission. Plus, I don't know. Yeah, I think pretty much just only the one mission. And then we'll head on over to Pharos next time. This is Intrepid 83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.